where MGTOW goes wrong. Hello, spiritual alphas. I'm Jay, EscobarJ.com. Have you ever seen the movie Castaway? Now, I want to preface my comments by saying, yes, I realize this is a Hollywood movie, but I think it illustrates a great example of where MGTOW goes wrong. So if you haven't seen the movie, the basic plot line to Castaway is Tom Hanks gets into a plane crash. He ends up on an island by himself, deserted. For 3 years, he musters up the energy and adapts to his environment, survives because of the love of his wife, essentially. She ends up marrying somebody else, a dentist, Dr. James Spaulding, and he ends up not getting the girl back, but he ends up surviving and developing new skills, an appreciation for life. And here's the deal. Tom Hanks's character could have laid down and died on the island at any time. He could have said, I'm done. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. I'm out. But instead, what did he do? He develops the skills necessary to adapt and survive. So let me ask you a question. We're gonna play a little game of Would You Rather. If you had to be stranded on an island, would you rather be surrounded by a hierarchy of negative, opinionated men not contributing to the benefit of everybody getting off the island, who have gone their own way, that don't provide solutions on how to fix a problem, but rather just sit there with a mask on, taking up all the resources? Or would you rather be surrounded by both men and women who actually work together to help you get off the island? And in the meantime, share and enjoy the company of another human spirit, which brings love and joy into your life? It's definitely the latter, a no-brainer. But that brings me to my next point. What did Tom Hanks' character do while he was stranded alone on the island? He learned how to make a fire. He learned how to fish. He learned how to be resourceful on the island with the resources that he had. He adapted to his environment. He developed the skills necessary to survive. And it seems to me that the MGTOWs, they don't want to develop the skills necessary to improve the situation or their situation with women. Instead, they've chosen to retreat, and retreating is never the answer. It's definitely important to educate yourself and learn new relationship skills so that you can enjoy a fuller and richer life in general. And that's why learning the red pill and other intergender dynamics, and then forming your own opinion on those topics, living your own truth, what you feel is right, is vitally important. The key is the more knowledge you learn, the more information you gain, the better decisions that you can make with said information. And that better decision making is going to contribute to your overall well-being and happiness. Which brings me to my third point, fear and love. If you notice, a lot of the MGTOWs, and even in the feminist community, there's a very toxic environment. Are MGTOWs spreading love and positivity around, or are they spreading fear, negativity, and hate? Ask yourself, notice, look. And if you look back to the movie Castaway, love of femininity is what kept Tom Hanks alive, not the love of a man. And yeah, it's just a movie, but you get my metaphor. So stay away from negativity. I guarantee you, if you look down in the comments of this video, you'll find a bunch of MGTOWs, maybe a bunch of feminists. You'll just see a bunch of negativity. You want to feel good. To feel good is to feel God, because all God is and all God created is good. God is good. The only difference is 1-0. If it feels right, trust your gut. Get negative people out of your life. They can go kick rocks. Now, that being said, if you feel that MGTOW is the right thing for you, then by all means, trust your gut. And by no means do I mean that all MGTOWs are bad and all red pills are bad and all feminists are bad or negative. In fact, I would suggest that if you're coming out of a relationship, or if you're trying to get a business off the ground, self-improve, be more productive, if you'd like to gain new habits in your own life, any one of those situations, going your own way for a short period of time can be a very beneficial thing for you, especially if you've gone through emotional trauma or relationship trauma. It's said that it takes about as many months to heal from a relationship that the relationship lasted. So if you had a relationship that was 5 years, it takes you at least 5 months to start getting over it. Probably longer, I would argue, but that's the general gist of it. So going your own way, even if you want to take a year or two, you can take the time to do some self-introspection and determine where you want your life to go, where you want to steer your life. However, to adopt a full going your own way and completely ignoring members of the opposite sex is a very, very slippery slope. It's like the black pill analogy. Going too far down the rabbit hole is never a good idea. You might find something down there in that dark abyss that you may not like. So, what do you feel about this topic? What do you think that the MGTOWs do wrong? What do you think they do right? Maybe you have an opposite opinion. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this topic. Post down in the comments. Keep them positive. Steer away from negativity. And let's have a mutually beneficial conversation. That being said, if you're going through a difficult time in your life, if you're going through a difficult breakup, tough time going through a relationship, and you need help, quickest way is to book my time on my website at escobarj.com. Also, if you'd like to make a donation, you can donate any amount of money that you feel is equal to the value of the information in this video or any of my other videos. At the very least, do me a favor and share this with any of your friends and family on any social media platform. It's my purpose to help as many people as I can learn, grow, and become the best versions of themselves. With that being said, I hope that you are always learning, you are always growing, and are always pushing forward. And I will see you in the next video. Spiritual Alpha, out.